They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. The Badgers get it past the sticks.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you gotta have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You gotta be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking at a 2nd and short now. The play action fake. He'll take a shot. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Or left him grasping for air. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The give to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Makes a man miss. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw, trying to get to him. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. 2nd down now after the sack. Quarterback will audible. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down.
Get set.
He's looking to throw. He's looking for the end zone. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Man, for the love of Tolzien and Stocco, what a day this guy's having.
And I think everybody gets the label as a Wisconsin quarterback as game manager. I think he's tired of hearing that. He said, listen, give me the rock, I'll spin it around, make some big plays, and he's putting on a show today.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Spartans are rolling down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Lets it fly. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. On the move at the 30.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. Makes the quick grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Gates. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. He'll do it himself. Past the sticks, and he may get more. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. 1st down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. It's a draw. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pass falls incomplete, but that was basically a free play as the defense was offsides, and this is going to be a 1st down.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Spartans headed quickly to the line. DB's right up on the receivers. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He'll get rid of it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Getting some heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 35. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Finds the tight end. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. And the Badgers have moved it inside the 20. He's moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. He caught it! Touchdown, Badgers! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Sparty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Barring complete catastrophe, David, this offense ought to be able to salt away this game.
Yeah, and unless you're playing in a different league, this one's over. Like, there is no three-point conversions and stuff like that you can get. So run the ball, make them use timeouts, Palmer, walk out here with a dub.
Yeah, this defense should just use their timeouts. Can't take them with you, right? And we'll just see. Who knows? Crazier things have...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He caught it! Touchdown, Wisconsin! And the beatdown has ensued.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
and he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses, and man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been